Yes, I have. It goes long back. Bill W., who was the co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous, was a good friend of mine. I first met him in 1960. And at that time, we had just started our studies with niacin and schizophrenia. Now, it turns out that about 10% of alcoholics also have schizophrenia. And so we would have patients who had both diagnoses. And I found that giving them niacin not only helped their schizophrenia, but also helped their alcoholism. This became a standard observation. And so I let Bill Wilson, know about this, and he became very interested. Now, Bill W. himself, although he had not been drinking for many years, suffered from chronic anxiety, tension, and fatigue. Terrible. He from the moment he stopped drinking, he never felt well, but he didn't drink. So one day when I was visiting him in New York with my friend Humphrey Osmond, we told him about niacin, started him on niacin, 1 gram taken 3 times per day after meals, and within 2 weeks he's normal. He was completely normal after 2 weeks of niacin. So of course he became very excited about this. And after a while, after many years of working with it, he became so convinced that this was an additional answer to AA. You know, the AA program is psychosocial. He thought that niacin was one of the answers to many of these members of AA who suffered from chronic depression and tension, which is very common. And so he began to publish he published what he called a letter to doctors in AA. There's so many doctors alcoholic, they have their own medical association, and they have annual meetings. So he began to distribute the information that he had gained on his own studies to the doctors in AA, and they became very interested, and that helped spread the idea of using niacin. My feeling is that members of AA who are sober, but who suffer extreme discomfort, that one of the best things they can take is niacin, and I'm well known for that. I get a large number of members of AA who come here just for that reason.
And you mentioned that after 2 weeks he was normal. Did he continue taking the niacin?
Yeah, he took it for the rest of his life.